afternoon. Thank you for letting us visit. We're very glad to be here. My name is Marcia Donovan, and I'm the storyteller at the Putnam County Library and also storyteller for the White and Putnam County Pacesetters. These are the White and Putnam County Pacesetter players, and today we're going to perform a story for you. The story is called The Musicians of the Sun. And this story comes from a group of people who were called the Aztecs. And they lived long ago on an island in the middle of a lake in the middle of the country that we call Mexico. And this is a story that they would have told their children, just like your teachers or your parents or your grandparents tell you a story. They would have told the young people in their community a story like this. Once, long ago, the earth was gray and silent. Now there was land, there was water, there were plants and animals, there were even people. But there was no sound and no color. That is because all the sound and all the color was in the house of the sun. Now this is the sun, and her name in the Aztec culture is Huitzilopochtli. What a name, right? Wow. Well, that's who she is. Now the sun had these musicians captive, and whenever she wanted them to play, she would just say, "Play, musicians.
Play, musicians."
And when they played, the sun's house would fill up with the blue notes of trumpet, and the red rhythms of drum, and the yellow notes of flute, and the green rhythms of rattle. Now, Sun loved her musicians, and she wasn't going to get rid of them. But there was someone who didn't like that idea, and that was Night. Night was unhappy.
Yes, this day and still has no color. The red and green rainbow. And I don't like it. There must be something done.
Night said, "It is too quiet. It is too dull on the earth. We must do something. I need some help."
Light comes to me.
And so she called to Wind. Quetzalcoatl, wind. And Wind flew. She was answering Night. Now Night's special Aztec name is Tezcatlipoca. Wind came to Night.
Night, how can I help you?
You go to the house of the sun.
Well, I need some weapons.
I will give you weapons. I will give you lightning.
Sun was very powerful. She had darts of fire. Wind knew that she couldn't fight with her unless she had weapons too. She was glad that Wind was giving her lightning and thunder with which to fight the sun.
Now go.
Thank you, Night.
Wind left the house of Night and flew until she came to the sea. It was blue and rolling. Wind had to get across. To get to the house of the sun, she had to cross the sea, but she couldn't do it.
I need to get across the sea, but I can't do it. I need some help, please.
My name is Alligator.
Mama,
I'll come and help you.
my name is I hate you.
And my name is Turtle, and I will help you.
Out of the sea rose 3 animals: alligator, fish, and turtle. And together they took wind across the sea toward the house of the sun.
Thank you, alligator. Thank you, fish. Thank you, turtle.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're right.
The animals were glad to help. When they left wind at the house of the sun, then they returned to the sea. Now wind could see the house of the sun. She was pretty far away, but she could already hear the music. Wind listened. She crept into the house, following the sound of the music. She came closer and closer, and as she got close, the music got louder and louder until she reached a room where the sound was very loud. Now she peeked around the door, and there she saw the musicians. She saw red drum. She saw green rattle. She saw blue trumpet and yellow flute. And they were playing their music for Sun. Sun was beside them. She was very happy.
I love my musicians. Play, musicians.
Sun sat down to enjoy the music. But in no time, her eyes closed and her head fell down onto her chest. Sun was asleep. And Wind thought, now is the time for me to come and take the musician. So she walked in, and when she did, the musicians stopped playing.
Musicians, I'd like you all to come to the earth, top of the earth with me to show color and sunshine. Please, will you all come with me?
Yes.
Yep.
All the musicians were glad to come. But now it was so quiet. Sun woke up.
Wind, what are you doing?
I'm going to take your musicians to the top of the earth with me.
No, you're not.
Yes,
Sun
I
threw darts of fire at Wind, and Wind threw lightning back at her. Back and forth they battled. The lightning flashed and the thunder rumbled, and clouds covered the sun. Wind gathered the musicians to her, and together they flew to the earth.
Come with me, musicians.
Now when they reached the earth, the water began to burble. The wind whispered through the trees. The birds began to sing. The animals began to call, and the people began to sing and play instruments. And with the beautiful music came color, rainbow color. And so it was that color and sound, music, came to the earth with the musicians of the sun. Did you guys like that story?
Yeah.